Hey everybody, just plugging in my mic. Microphone. Can everybody hear me? Mr. Paul, hello. All right, can you hear me, Paul? Does it sound good? You're the expert. Lord knows you go to enough shows. Can y'all hear me? Hi, Lori. Hi, Lori. Can you hear that okay? Are the microphones working? Sounds great. Cool. Mr. Grubb. All right. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad we're happening. Lyle, hello. Good to see you all. All right. So, Mark, you're back. Appreciate it. We are back for another installment of Stayin' Home Again World Tour. And today we are tracking the songs of my 1996 album, She. And 1996, for anyone who's counting, is a while ago. And it's been very interesting relearning a lot of these songs and remembering who I was and what I was thinking about back then and how I played guitar and how I thought about songwriting. And this has been a really illuminating exercise for me. And one of which, of course, is that I used to write songs in a much higher key. I used to sing my songs really high. So that presented a special challenge because the voice is a thing that ages. So I've actually had some fun with that and again, done some discovery. Jackie, hello. Steve, Emily, good morning. Good evening. Yes. Mark Minatola. I love it. All right. Great to hear from you guys. All right. So today we're tracking She. Today I have fancy banners. Check me out. First song. Oh, scroll and go. It's to hide my finger work in case I get sloppy, right? I can just dip down below the scroll and do that. All right, everybody, let's press record. We're going to press record. I am still in partnership with Least of All Studios in Brooklyn, making direct-to-vinyl recordings that you can buy or pre-order at any time. And I'll the link is all over all my posts for this. And you can go there and pre-order any recording that you hear today or last week or next week, and I'll dedicate it to you and so forth. And the red lines say that we are rolling here on the machine. Oh, the ball of doom. All right, there we go. I see signal. I see France. I see Willie's underpants. All right, here we go. Magical interweb, are you ready for the album She? I heard a high-pitched humming. All right. And here we go. Literally. Well, thanks for the sage opinions. Now tell me something I don't know. And once you're finished bitching, go. I said go. I said go. Go, go, go. Don't wait for invitations. I said go, go, go. Well, God gave the woman instinct, but how's he supposed to know that you'd smudge it up like lipstick? Go! I said go. I said go, 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 go. Don't wait for divine intervention. I said go, go, go. Is it the way he loves you now? Is it the way he loves you now? Is it the way he loves you now? Well, you might leave here graciously, or you could make the show. But either way, your history. Go! I said go! I said go! Go, go, go! Don't wait for standing ovations. Just go! I said go! I said go! Go, go, go! Go! You broke your obligations. Now I said go! Go, go! All right. We made it. Speaking of made it, I have showed up in my best she garb here, and you may recognize this from the album cover. Oh, I should have brought a picture of the album cover somewhere, but I wore this for the photo shoot of the album cover of She, and it's this girly frilly thing, and and leather pants. Yes, I'm probably, Steven Tyler and I are probably the only people in Carnation right now sitting at home in leather pants. But, you know, it's a testament to our dedication to this ridiculousness known as music. All right, time to switch the banner. Oh, that's why you might hear a lot of vinyl crunching, leather pants on vinyl stool. Can you hear that? Here, tell me. I'm going to go back to the comments. Okay, love the record collection, man after my own heart. Steve Murdoch. Of course, I knew it. Cats of Sherman Oaks. First song of yours I ever heard. Was a staple of MP3 players. We got to put that one up. There. We got Cat of Sherman Oaks. You're careful what y'all say, because I'll post it to the screen there and you can see it. All right. Hello from France. Gerard. John Beeman, I love it. Oh my God. Mark Copeland, I love you. And so many people. David Scott Jr. How can I, next to Jackie, next to Steve, so many people that have given me so much love over the years. Kelsey's, Sterling. Oh my God. Okay, I've got to stop this. This is ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna hide Kat's comment, because got some fancy footwork to do for you here. All right. Ready to wear. What was I thinking? I was thinking about these guys when I wrote this one. Parish. Not thinking at all. Here, starting over. Paris, she's the perfect girl for me. She goes all the way, touches me in that special way. Paris, she's the perfect girl for me. She does all them things I'd like to do. She sips me like I'm tea, swallowing occasionally. Paris, she's the perfect girl for me. She takes me there. She waves her hair. She's ready to wear. She wears all them clothes I'd like to wear. Her tastes are refined. I think they're the imported kind. Paris, she's the perfect girl for me. Oh, yeah, she takes me there. She waves her hair. She's ready to wear. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, yeah, 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 yeah. Paris, she's the perfect girl for me. She goes all the way. Certain things I don't have to say. Paris, she's the perfect girl for me. Oh, yeah. She takes me there. She waves her hair. She's ready to wear. Whoa, whoa, whoa. She takes me there. She waves her hair. She's ready to wear. Oh boy, that's a lot of work. I gotta write music that doesn't work. I don't have to work so hard. Hey, Paul. Hello, Robert. Hello, Lisa. Britt. Right on. Great to see you guys. Nate. Mark Berry. Oh, Lisa, let's post your comment. Oh, you know, Lisa, I'm going to get to make love, and I was thinking of you all day. Oop, that sounds weird. I will play that song. And yeah, and I haven't played it in many, many years, and you've been asking for it for a while, so I'm happy to oblige. And Work, Supermodel. Yes, Lyle, you pegged that one. Yeah, the Ready to Wear movie, I think, had just come out when I wrote that. Or Pret-a-Porter. Robert Altman, is that it? I think so. All right, we're moving on to the next song. All right, this one is interesting because it was written as a. I actually wrote it for my collaborator in The Goats, which was something I did in the late 1980s. I wrote it with her, an eye in mind. Her name is Lori Ray, and she is an awesome singer. And we wrote songs together for a couple of years, maybe even just a year. Worked at a record store, had a band, played best of the new bands in the 7th Street entry in 1987. So that was cool. And I frankly can't remember why we didn't go on, but I wrote this one for her and I to do. And then by the time I was recording with master producer of She, John Strawberry Fields, Strawberrius, I showed this song to him, and he said, hey, let's get Karen Porras in here. And Karen is an amazing singer from Minneapolis, and she sung the background vocals. So it's sort of a call and response song. And I will have to do both parts now so that no one gets COVID. The musical predilections there. Okay, here we go. Are we ready for Love Is Wrong? Any comments? And all right, good. Nothing from the peanut gallery. My eyes saw a pretty face, my hands wrapped around her waist, my head couldn't discriminate. Lawyers can't negotiate when love is wrong. Love is wrong. Love is wrong. My ears finally heard enough. My eyes saw the ugly stuff. My words should have spoken up by now. Oh, should have been enough. Love is wrong. Love is wrong. Love is very wrong. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, oh, ooh, yeah. Ooh. Love is wrong. For years we tried to end it polite, and years passed by overnight. 26 when I started this relation, 29 and lose situation. Love is wrong. Love is wrong. Love is very wrong. Ooh, oh, ooh, yeah. Ooh, what it do, yeah. Ooh, love, it's wrong. Love, it's wrong. Love, it's wrong. Na, 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 na. could do that crazy guitar pattern at the end, that syncopated thing I could just go on and on. That could last all day, and you're lucky I stopped. It's something about syncopation that is just fun. All right, so thank you for understanding that one was a duet. That song, actually, when I get my bands back together after this thing, that song always is a real high point in our set. In fact, Paul Grubb, I remember you posted a bit of it on the internet after we played last August, and at a show in Minneapolis, and it just sings so high. Everybody's singing and very buoyant on stage. It's a beautiful thing. All right. Next. All right. This song. Let's see. What key should I be doing this in? I'm thinking. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. Vagabond, I remember, was written very, very quickly. One of those rare songs that just came in a sitting and alone. It's easy to have that happen maybe when you're co-writing with people, but I find that when I'm writing alone, it's usually a multi-day, multi-session, multi-week process of finishing a song. And this one just came. I was sitting at my favorite place next to her pool, my grandma's pool in Palm Springs, and I wrote many, many songs there. And I remember the exact moment. And in fact, I would hide from the Palm Springs sun underneath a whole bunch of pine trees that were around her pool. And still in my guitar case this is 25 years ago, right? Still in my guitar case, I have a couple remaining pine needles from her trees that were actually cut down like 10 or 15 years ago. So I keep those around to keep my creative thread high and alive. Are you guys hearing the banging up above me? I have some interesting child play going on the floor above us. So if you hear some thuds, it's not a bass drum. It's the sound of my kids pounding on the floor. Good job, Winston. It's nice to know you have the strength of Thor.
Thank you.
Come here, Winston. Come here. This is what's making all that noise upstairs, this big lug. Look at these paws. Look at these 12-year-old paws. Oh, that felt good. All right. That's what the internet's for. Okay. Back to the heavy stuff. All right. We're on Vagabond. Okay. Classic Willie anecdote. Yes, I'll take it. Oh, man, this is one I love, too. Oh, Jackie. Oh, thank you very much. Lance, great to see you. Lori Biddle. Oh, my God. You are just a love. Okay. And Tim Tom, my St. Louis man, my monster. Mark Berry, where are you guys? We need you a couple gigs in Savannah. Georgia, here I come. All right. Awesome. Kids Thud. Oh, I like it. Robert Galinsky. That's a band name, right? Kids Thud. You know all about it, man. You live in New York. All right, here we go. I know it takes a while to get to these songs. How are we doing on the recording? We're doing good. I'm going to pause and just press save. I'm sure all you audio engineers out there, all you musicians know how critical that is. All right. Oh, we got some dog barks. All right, we'll introduce Aura a little later. All right, here we go. Song number 4 on the record, on She. And again, you can pre-order these recordings from Least of All Studios in Brooklyn, and I can send you direct to vinyl, unique, one-of-a-kind vinyl recordings of these songs. And I'll be shipping those in a couple weeks, I think is realistic, few weeks. All right, here we go. You know what? I am out of tune, and forgive me. I have a video to show you later. We found recently some video of the make of John Fields and I in the studio making She, specifically recording the song Go, all the crazy things. And his uncle Stephen Greenberg was playing drums on it. Uncle Stevie, as you might know, was the guy who owned the record label I was on with John Fields, and he, Uncle Stevie, was the powerhouse singer, writer, and producer and drummer behind Funky Town, the huge hit. And so Stephen, my label president, was a dynamite drummer, and he played drums on Go. So that's kind of cool. There's also, I believe, if John Fields hasn't already outed me, an XTC sample on the song Go, for all you folks. Oh, I think on Friday I was supposed to play at an XTC dedication gig in Minneapolis. Of course, it got canceled like everything else, but all right, here we go. All right, Vagabond. I would like to, Jackie, I owe you a version of this song, I think. I'm going to dedicate this one to Don Watson, who was the first person to ever interview me for a cable television show. And I believe he's out there looking. So this version of Vagabond is for you, my man. Quitting something I can't understand, and moving out's a thread, it's not in your hand. You've broken me in every other way. I'm damned if you leave or if you stay. So what's it gonna be, vagabond? What's it gonna be, vagabond? Serving smiles is what I do all day. I called you, but the phone just rang away. I pictured all your things packed up in bags. I wondered if you'd leave the photographs. So what's it gonna be, vagabond? You're very fond to leave, but never gone. Is it you or is it me moving on? What's it gonna be, vagabond? The holidays come lurching like a ghost. Do you remember fighting at my folks? I swore another year would not go by. I couldn't have told a bigger pack of lies. I couldn't have told a bigger pack of lies. So give me something real, vagabond. You're very fond to me, but never gone. Is it you or is it me moving on? What's it gonna be, vagabond? Vagabond. All right. Changing up the banner. Moving on. Blues All the Rage is the next song on the album She, which we're here tracking today. For anyone who's here accidentally, my name is Willie Wisely, and She was one of my first very widely received records, very, very favorably received records, and it remains a watermark that I make all my Pursuant records against. And of course, it was made in with the greatest of collaborations with John Fields, my producer, with whom I still work. He produced the album I just released called Face the Sun, and I'm very proud of that one too. And we'll be tracking that one next week. And I really do believe that that is worth your ears. If you're a nostalgia-based person, you might find some present nostalgia with that one. So I believe that that record is a direct line back to She and Parador and really all my records, including True from 2012, which not a lot of people know about. It was the reunion of my Willie Wisely trio, and I released that album somewhat silently, but I just really love it. Really an adventurous album. Check out True. It's up on all the streaming services. And speaking of streaming services and She, there was a deluxe on the 20th anniversary of She in 2016. I released a deluxe digital version of it. So there's the core album remastered, and then below that are all the demos for almost every song on it, acoustic. Some of them are pretty weird. So go check those out. They're all 4-track cassette demos. And that used to be my mode of creation. So check that out. Blues All the Rage was about me discovering jazz. And I discovered that through a dear roommate of mine, a dear friend, Tim DeRoche. He came into my life frustrated that only Beatles were flowing out of my stereo system in my room, making him crazy. And he's like, you need to expand. And he brought me into his room and slowly taught me about Billie Holiday and Fats Domino and Fats Waller. I thought I was the Beatles there for a minute. And Fats Waller and Chet Baker and Sarah Vaughan and Satchmo. And he really laid a bunch of science on me that continues to enrich my life today. And I'm in front of the rock and roll portion of my record collection. There is the jazz equivalent on that wall. And more. It streams upstairs. So that's been something really exciting to me. Blues All the Rage was something I wrote upon discovering jazz and upon discovering that, wow, rock stardom didn't begin with pop music. Well, actually, jazz was pop music. But the crazy lives of these crazy people who made this crazy music began long before, Jimi Hendrix or whatever. Blues All the Rage. And I got to say, this is my favorite, one of my two favorite productions on She. John Fields, I believe you agree with me. I'd better get my lyrics up. All right, here we go. Starting over. Mez blew hot New Orleans jazz. Pipers drew in another drag. We's clean. Pork pie hats, minor leagues. Cutting sides for no royalties. We's green. 33 was where it would begin. Oh, and I recall how some days blues, it was all the rage. Blues, it was all the rage. And we's blue. Prohibition, recording bands, pop music to be the vanguard thing. 33 was really happening. Whoa, whoa. And I recall how some days blues, it was all the rage. Blues, it was all the rage. And we's blue. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Came a day, they caged the bird, Billy's holiday at Leavenworth, obscene. And Clifford Brown's been rolling cars long before he's the rock and roll star seen. 33 was where it would begin. Whoa, whoa. And I recall how some days blues, it was all the rage. Blues, it was all the rage. And breeze blue. Whoa, all the rage. All the rage. All the rage. And breeze blue. A true song of love, that one. A true song of love. And as irony would have it, I'm sitting there singing about Billie Holiday. I'm sitting there studying her records. And lo and behold, starting in 2013, 20-ish years later, I was part of the team that was managing the Billie Holiday estate. And that was crazy to be 20, 30 years on after studying the guitar licks on her records by Kenny Burrell and I'll think of Barney Kessel, that I'd be the voice of her Twitter feed. Anyway, life is a crazy place. Okay, blues all the rage. Next, we venture into a song I wish I'd never written, and perhaps you wish I'd never written it either. And I never know in the Me Too age if things are really going to endure or not. But the fact is, as a young man, these are the things that you're thinking about. So, and I don't reckon that young men have changed carnally, but perhaps behaviorally, hopefully behaviorally. Anyway, this song is nothing but self-deprecation. It doesn't need a big introduction. Hop between the sheets. Man, it never felt so nice. Good Lord. I've got it. I'm sorry. You can tell I don't play some of these songs a lot anymore. Hop between the sheets. Man, it never felt so nice. Toenails sharp as blades. Feet as cold as ice. I touch her leg to see her squirm, roust that sleepy world. Oh, paradise, sleeping with girls. Smell of smoky hair. Man, we were out all night, smoking hashish cigarettes with the police chief's wife. I check her breath, ain't too bad. Come on, babe, let's give it another whirl. Kiss me twice, sleeping with girls. Elbow in the face. I woke up with a Charlie horse. Stubbed my baby toe fumbling for her bathroom door. Housemates come home drunken faced. I'm naked as the shining pearl. Oh, well, you kiss me twice. Sleep I'm with girls. My kingdom for a toothbrush to scrub my self-respect. There's plenty of pride out there, man, but it's so hard when you're soaking wet. I'm talking in my sleep. Well, that's a mighty risky proposition, especially when that wasn't her bent over in that position. Well, I'm not well rested. No. Fact is, I'm miserable. Oh, it serves me right Sleeping with girls serves me right. I've been sleeping with girls serves me right. Yeah, I've been sleeping with girls. All right, there we go. All right, and I always thought it would be ironic to have this song follow next. So the on the album, "Sleeping with Girls," right next to "Make Love," and Lisa, wouldn't you say it's about time on this one? I'm thinking so. So I would like to make this dedication to Lisa, and thanks for all the comments, guys. Carrie, hello. Mitch, hello. And what do we got? Oh, David A. Scott. She and later Turbo Sherbert were a major part of the soundtrack of my college days, and I never forget it. Feels good to be revisiting with others tonight. Feels good to be revisiting with you, Mr. David Scott. Thank you very much. All right. Oh, hey, John. My daughter Jessie is here and wanted to know if wanted you to know Vagabond is still her favorite Willie. Oh, that's sweet. All right. Hey, Hillis. Hello. Britt, what do you got? Wisely Trivia. Vagabond and Stayin' Home Again both contain the same line. I swore another year would not go by. Yeah, oh my God, no one has ever pointed that out. That's funny. You got me. I ran out of creative juice for that line on Stayin' Home Again, and it was reused. Lance, yes, Cracked Worldview. Not sure if you played it yet. You just jumped on. No, I have not. And I did practice it for you because I know that you ordered that direct vinyl from me. I've really got to post that link here somewhere. And all right, we'll okay. Back to Lisa Nelson. And I should hide this comment so that I've lost hang on, I'll figure out how to hide a comment. Getting too excited. There we go. All right. All right. This Make Love was me trying to do Curtis Mayfield before I even knew who Curtis Mayfield was. The leather on the seat should make this one extra sexy. Boom, 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 boom. I'll make love to you, slow if you want me to. I'll kiss you when we're through. I'll be good this once. I promise you not to rush. I'll give it a gentle push. I believe that mistakes I've been made. I forget what I've done. Taking and taking on a while. I can't believe what you done. You should have known it was wrong. You don't have to forget or say I'm forgiven, 'cause I apologize. I know that it's hard to find a body, a soul, a mind in one gentleman, not combined. So do what you gotta do. A lashing should be my due, but I'll learn and you'll learn too. I believe that mistakes I've been made. I forget what I've done. Taking and taking a while. I can't believe what you done. You should have known it was wrong. You don't have to forget or say I'm forgiven, 'cause I apologize. say what you will. I swallow the biggest pill. I ain't treated you very well. So give me your lowest blow, square right between the nose. But tonight this house is mine. That's a good sign. I believe the mistakes I've made. I regret what I've done, taking and taking. Oh, why? I can't believe what you've done. You should have known it was wrong. You don't have to forget or say I'm forgiven, 'cause I apologize. I apologize. Whew. For Lisa Nelson. All right. Lori Biddle. Sometimes I forget songs on this album. I always think of you, the trio, because I listened to that album a ridiculous amount. God, it feels good to hear that you are ridiculous. We share a ridiculous space. And Lori, I just so appreciate all of your kindness over the years. Thank you. Did you foresee, and the entry, right? All ages shows? Am I remembering correctly? All right. Kelsey, I second. Cracked Worldview, please. Oh, I like that one. Yeah, that's my little political song off of my 2008 album, self-titled album. Oh, I love you too, Lisa. Yeah, Cracked Worldview. I need to do that because politically it's as relevant as it was when I wrote it during the Iraq War. All right, moving on from Make Love to oh, by the way, does anyone have an opinion? I once had someone criticize me on that song. They said, I don't like the term make love. And I didn't understand that. I thought that was a nice term, but I can't remember. No, my wife's looking at me now. It wasn't you. It was someone else. It was a reviewer, someone who reviewed the album, and they said that the term grossed them out. So I don't know how to deal with that. Maybe I should have just written a song called Sex. Okay. Anyway, these are the memories that are jogging in my memory now. Okay, I got to change my banner. My elegant banner says, "What's up next?" Haha, his eye is wandering. Okay, this one, such a discrete memory on this. For my 30th birthday, I thought I need to go to Europe. I've never been to Europe. I planned a trip. I had a super fan from Lincoln, Nebraska, who was French. His family was French, and he was going home for like winter break or something. And he said, please come visit me and my family and stay with us. And I thought, terrific. I'm turning 30. I'll go do this. And I went to France, and they put me up in a little office in the 13th arrondissement. And I remember the winter winds just blowing under the door of that place and not having enough blankets. And anyway, I had to literally write songs just to keep warm on that one. But I do just have such terrific memories of being in France and writing this song. And I remember when I was there, I'm like, you gotta kiss a French girl, right? Like, oh, it never happened. I never met anyone. I was even touring with this other British band, and they brought me on tour, and in front of them and I would play acoustic sets before they went on. They were so fun. I can't remember their name. Gosh darn it. I have a couple photographs, and all the memories just fade. Anyway, so this song was sort of about, I suppose, French girls, largely imagined. And here we go. I saw you walking with him around the arcade. There's something you ought to know before naming the day. Now Parisian women are fine, he knows this well. His eye, it's wandering. I saw him buying champagne on your anniversary. He was talking to a woman in line, he paid for her things. Now why is he trying to score in a game he can't win? His eye, it's wandering. Tend your goals, maintain composure, lead the life that you like, and don't be blind. His eye, it's wandering. His eyes would roll if you told him you're on his schemes. He'd probably blame your girlfriends for just one part of his scene. Now Parisian women all talk, he knows this well. Oh, tend your goals, maintain composure, lead the life that you like, and don't be blind. His eye, it's wandering. I am wondering. I am wondering. I am wondering. I am wondering. All right, I haven't played that one in a long time. I actually wrote that one originally musically. I had The Who in mind, that sort of stuff. And don't be blind, that sort of thing. But it turned into much more of a ballad, and I remember John Fields and I were sort of referencing a little bit of Bruce Springsteen, maybe Philadelphia era, and that, something like that. Anyway, and then John, I remember, he just blew my mind. At the session, he's like, it's Paris, we need an accordion. And he whips an accordion out of the corner of the room and just starts playing. And I'm like, I had no idea he was even capable of that. So that beautiful accordion on there is him, giving it that Parisian edge. Hey, it's time to, I think, do a little screen share. I want to show you some photos from the making of She. All right, can I do that? I think my audio will continue. Let's see, what should I do? Chrome tab, application window. How about this? Oh, there we go. All right, here we go. Screen sharing. And here I'm going to go expand that for you. Stand by. And that's going to be boom. All right, here you see pictures of the She recording session. I still have my long hair. Ken Chastain is staring at us in the middle. He was engineer and drummer, percussionist on a good deal of the album, and really was a huge, huge part of the team that made this record, including Mike Rickberg and Dorian Crozier. Here, I'm having a little bit of trouble. I'm going to make this a little bigger. Hang on a second. Where did it go? Oh no! Full screen layout removed from stream. Full screen layout removed from stream. Oh, everybody, this is becoming. Stop sharing my screen. All right, I'm gonna give me 2 seconds. The pictures don't want to happen. Oh. So infuriating. Well, here, I'll show you just some video. I don't think the audio of this is going to come through, but this is the session of us cutting go. That's John Fields. You know, nothing is working here. This is crazy. All right. But here, I'll wind you through some stills. I don't even have that going on. Okay. Forget it. I tried. I will post the video and post some pictures of the She sessions when I get my act together. Okay, moving on. His Eye is Wandering. We're moving on to the next song. Loaned Her My Guitar. What a bummer. Yeah, those She sessions were really amazing, and it shows the power of creativity and working with tape, working with tape machines, and the quick editing that we had to do. There's footage of John playing the piano and me playing guitar on go, and so forth. Anyway, Loaned Her My Guitar. All right. I tell this story a lot. I wrote this one for Liz Phair. I read an article about her when she was first coming out, and about it was interviewing her boyfriend who loaned her a guitar, didn't give it to her, loaned it to her, and then she went off and became a star. And he was still hoping to get his guitar back. So there's that. All right, just checking the recordings here. I'm going to stop and save. You're very patient. You know, I would really love to release She on vinyl one of these days. I'm gonna have to save up some coin to do that, but it would be so fun, and it would be easy to do. I need to talk to Jana Gilovich, the photographer for the front and the back cover. I need to get the rest of the photos from the session, and because I know we walked far out into the woods with a bunch of props and stuff and took a bunch of cool pictures. When you blow up things to vinyl records, you need you can't just blow up the CD cover. It pixels out. Anyway, so that's that. All right. I know I've mentioned a lot about the album She. If you want to know a ton more, there's a blog on my site, wiselymusic.com/She, and you can just go read all about the relationships in the studios and how the album unfolded. All right, can you hear me? Yes, please. Justin, okay, here. The picture share looked fine. Oh, crud. Okay, here, I'll... John Fields, Cats of Sherman Oaks. No XTC samples on Go, but on Ready to Wear. Oh, thank you for straightening that out, Mr. Fields. Everybody, we got to leave this up here. See that Strawberrius right there? That's John Fields, all right? That is the man who produced this record. That is the man who signed me to October Records. That is the man who pinned me against a wall and said, "Are you a star?" And I said, "I have no clue." But he believed in me, and he remains one of my greatest friends on planet Earth. And he is a giving, caring, talented mofo, and continues to produce huge artists and have a terrific career. He is the pride of all of our friends and what he's done with his life. So there you go. Thank you for everything. All right, Joe, I'm gonna get these pictures going again. John Fields looked very cute in them, actually. Okay. I must have hidden them from myself because I went to full screen mode. I'm thinking that's what I did. Okay, so, I just realized why I can't see the pictures. I had to take out the stick drive. Yeah. We'll see pictures another time. I'm off that. We're getting bogged down. All right. Here we go. Loaned Her My Guitar. I loaned her my guitar. We trimmed her nails so she could finger the neck. She played like a star. She didn't even know her sharps and her flats. I taught her how to play. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I loaned her my guitar. Word caught on out west. They flew her out to see the guy in L.A. And when it Her face was in the record store display. I taught her how to play. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. I loaned her my guitar. Put me up on stage. Give me the audience. That's where I belong. She's got nothing on me, no. Except my Gibson SG. How do I do this? I forgot how to do it. Oh, she's on the tube tonight. And every window hosts a flickering blue light. And she would thrill the throngs. I should have let her keep her fingernails long. I taught her how to play. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. I loaned her my guitar. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. I loaned her my guitar. Didn't give it to her, loaned her my guitar. All right, there you go. All right, what do we got? Kate McCready, hello, good to see you. Cliff, we can hear you. Good. Nate, you're still there. Jan Ledick, I love it. Jan, hello. Great to see you. In fact, we're sitting here talking about Uncle Stevie. So we got a friend of his on in the flow here. Justin Plouffe, hello. Oh, thank you, Jax. All right. Moving on, we are nearing the end of the record-ish, right? Only got a few songs left. I've skipped some of the interstitial songs like Loaned Her My Sitar and Go Faster. And those were very playful studio moments. This record was recorded in a very playful way. And we actually recorded some of it on tape and some of it on ADAP and some of it on both. So it was really mixed medium and we were working on the fly. And did what we could to keep the fun flowing and keep a team of people in the studio busy and having fun. In fact, all sorts of friends stopped in to be with us at the session. I remember Andy Sullivan dropped by, who I spoke to last night. He turned 50 this week, and I had a birthday Zoom with him. And he played harmonica on Go Faster. There's this one moment at the very end of Go Faster where you hear and then, that's Andy. He brought some brilliant, reckless harmonica. That was Dorian Crozier playing drums. Anyway, I could sing you the whole record if you wanted, but we'll leave it at that. That was Go Faster. This next song is Not Proud Mary. I'm going to do it a little faster. Please don't talk about me. Immediately made a mistake. Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. You may find that you love me more than you know. Oh, please don't talk about me when I'm gone. You may find that you love me with your weird say so. You know what? I'm going to have an artist's moment here where it's like this song, I haven't played it in a long time and it deserves a good rendition. So I'm going to start over. I'm hoping you won't mind. Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. You may find that you love me more than you know. Oh, please don't talk about me when I'm gone. I don't want my ears ringing with a hearsay so. And I would estimate the clouds at night. Go at 9. You'd say 3 clouds divided 3 times. be so cruel, cruel. And your emotions turn upon a dime, on a dime. You keep your 2 cents and I'll keep mine. Whoa, whoa, please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Talk, talk, talk if you change your mind. I want to hear you say it, change your mind. I don't want to hear you say it, change your mind. I want to hear you say it's so. Oh, 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 oh. Please don't talk about me now. Please don't talk about me now. You may find that you love me more. Please don't talk about me now. Sha-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la. So there you go. Good. Thank you for letting me do a good version of that. I wanted to do it justice. There's so many awesome production tricks on that song. Please listen to that song when I'm gone. Yeah. And actually, getting back to Blues All the Rage, which was my ode to learning about jazz and blues and stuff, the Please Don't Talk About Me Now is was a big hit for Louis Armstrong, a big hit for Billie Holiday and many others. And I knew that at the time, but I didn't maybe know it in my conscience, but I knew it in my subconscious. It was starting to leak in. And so I wrote a song by the same title, which is not against the law, by the way. You can't steal lyrics and melody and all that and put it together in the same way, unless you're stealing from yourself, right, Britt? But you can reuse a song title, no problem. Otherwise, we'd be in a big trouble. Think of all the songs called One, right? Or Love. All right, here we go. Mr. Justin, thank you so much for the goodness. Oh, yes. Jan, thank you. Bob, man, Bob sends me his DJ shows, which are half comedy, half themed music and stuff. Man, somebody has got to get this gentleman on Little Steven's Underground Garage as a DJ. He jams these things together in such a unique, half crazy way. Love it, Robert. Thank you for sending all your love all these years. Okay. Oh, I forgot to change the scroll. Hey, banners. Love is wrong. Okay, please don't talk about me now. Please don't talk about me now. All right, now we move on to a song. The memory of this one, I went to visit a musician friend. We were going to collaborate a little bit. Bob Wiseman went to the outskirts of Toronto in a cold Canadian winter and got there, and it turned out his studio was not functioning. There was no heat, and we didn't wind up collaborating at all. But I remember I took a cold, wintry walk down a country road with nothing but like little weeds poking through the chilly snow on the tundra 2 hours west of Toronto. And I wrote a song with very simple lyrics. And, you know, those are the hardest songs to write. And it took a really solid, long walk to really, you know, when you've got 5 syllables in a line and you have to convey a message in 5, 6, 7 syllables per line, it's super duper hard. And I was proud to have Working Girl be that. And I'll tell you, when I get my band back up and running, when we're all let out of our cages, I really want to relearning this song. It's like, hey, this is a huge band song. I should be doing this on stage. Sunny side, she pays my bills, she fills my appetite. She's my working girl, yeah, my working girl, yeah. And I'll have to wait tonight at the cafe. Open up, open 365. She feeds them all, oh, and she does it on the side. She's my working girl, yeah, my working girl, yeah. And I'll have to wait tonight at the cafe. I clench my fist, put it to the restroom stall. Didn't hurt a bit, no, it didn't help at all. No, 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 no. Cafe. Making change, she changes for the guys. There's tips tonight, oh, am I paranoid? She's my working girl, yeah. My working girl, yeah. And I'll have to wait tonight at the cafe. Oh, tonight at the cafe. Tonight at the cafe. All right, a little bit of a mess back there, but thank you for letting me get my Jones on. Right on. Anyway, yeah, song about jealousy. I remember jealousy. I don't think I get jealous anymore. Something about having kids. I don't know. Seems like a waste of time. I don't know. One more song on She. And it's one we didn't quite know what to do with. It was a number that we worked up. It was a little more jazzy than the rest. I was a little afraid that maybe it was light in its loafers. It wasn't a rock song. Of course, it's not even a rock record. It's ridiculous, the thoughts that you have, the impressions that you have of your own work when you're making it. I just... And it's born out. I'll release the segments of this video that we found of our recording session, and it's just me saying the stupidest things, and it's John Fields going, "Yeah, okay." Should have been listening to you all along, man. But there's some pretty funny moments. The impressions that you have of your own work in the heat of making them is ridiculous. I look at this song now as a really beautiful piece, and I'm glad it's all swinging in 6/8 and a virtual jazz piece. In fact, as a slight homage, it was John Fields who suggested he came over to my Dinkytown house before signing me, and he saw my record collection, and he said, we should put samples of your record collection on your album. And I'm like, what? This is 1996, so so things like The Far Side, was this happening in 96? I can't remember. It was right about then, like 1997. Hip hop was just getting its sampling legs on and really going deep. Well, John said, pull things off your records and let's use them. And one of the things we pulled off of actually a VHS video I brought in was of Ben Webster saying, take one. So the great tenor saxophone Ben Webster is on my album. And no, we did not clear that with his estate. But he comes in fittingly at the top and kind of counts this song in. And this song, man, if you can't hear Joni Mitchell in this, I just don't know if I can deliver you more. Oh, that's funny. Hang on. Oh, quite by accident. There she is, right there. One of many Joni albums. All right. God bless her. And I know who would agree with that. Oops. That was 1999. That was Prince's 1999. I don't know if the Carpenters liked Joni Mitchell or not. All right. Enough of that. Oh, who is this? Who is that? You can't see the title on it, but it's an ode to someone who just passed away. So I think you know who that is. I'm going to the comments. Mark, Bill, hello, good to see you. Rob, thank you. Sarah, you're there again. Do you wear that shirt? You do this again in 24 years. Yes. Anyway, this is Kenny Rogers. It's a picture disc of the first edition, his band before he was Kenny Rogers. A picture disc. Okay. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm going to play this last song from She. I promise to wear the shirt again. Mule. Rhonda, I owe you Mule. I'm going to work that up for next week. Yeah. Oh, and Rhonda, you bought some direct to vinyl stuff, so I owe you a number of songs. Maybe I'll just throw that one in for free. Joni Mitchell, people. This is, she inspired so much. Sha-la-la, she's a tiger for me. She's in love, and it's easy to see. Sha-la-la, I'm your typical Ted, and I can't seem to say what ought to be said. Whoa, whoa, time, lady of love, 'cause I'm crippled inside. You're my lady of love. Sha-la-la, she's a tiger in bed. She's in love, and it's gone to her head. Sha-la-la, doggone it, I screwed up the lyrics again. I'm going to play it over. Here we go. Joni Mitchell inspired this one, and it was off of her Ladies of the Canyon album that I fell in love with before I ever moved to Laurel Canyon. Sha-la-la, she's a tiger for me. She's in love, and it's easy to see. Sha-la-la, I'm your typical Ted, and I can't seem to say what ought to be said. Whoa, give me time, lady of love, 'cause I'm crippled inside. You're my lady of love. Sha-la-la, she's a tiger in town. She's in love, and she wags it around. Sha-la-la, she says, kiss me, my man, but in public I couldn't, I would, but I can't. Oh, give me time, lady of love, 'cause I'm crippled inside. You're my lady of love. Sha-la-la, she's a tiger in bed, she's in love, and it's gone to her head. Sha-la-la, well, I'll come with a speed, and she's just getting started, and I'm cutting seeds. Oh, give me time, lady of love, 'cause I'm crippled inside. You're my lady of love. You're you're my you're my lady of love. All right, there you go. And so ends She. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to do, I have a number of songs that I need to record for the direct to vinyl people, the people who place orders. So I'm probably going to do that offline. I'm going to turn off the camera for that. But I do want to do one more because it was requested by so many of you. And it's off of my self-titled album, Cracked Worldview. I've been wanting to do this for a while. And I believe there's someone behind me. Winnie, what can I do for you? What are you doing, kiddo, besides distracting me? All right, love that guy. Okay, so one more song here for today. We'll see you next Sunday for the Stayin' Home Again World Tour when I track my new album, Face the Sun. I just can't thank you all enough for tuning in. All right. We stood to watch it fall, the wall that cut us all disintegrates into everyone. The things you felt were real, impossible to conceal. Fear melts away into joy. So why are we still fighting the cancer? We all know the question follows the answer. And every day I grow a little bit farther from you. And love grows smaller in the din and the holler of your cracked worldview. I met a lot of people and people are divided, it's true. And every day's a reason for a similar season of your cracked worldview. The sky turned orange blaze, gone aerosol insane, like brotherhood swallowed everyone. That's when we knew we'd been blind. It crawled inside our mind and said no one loves nobody. Well, we know the love and we know the end, and now look in the mirror, there stands a stranger. And every day I go a little bit farther from you. And love grows smaller in the din and the holler of your cracked worldview. I met a lot of people and people are divided, it's true. every day's a reason for a shorter season of your cracked worldview. Yeah! Every day is a reason for a shorter season of your cracked world view. How fitting for the current president, how fitting for George Bush. Nothing changes. Except now we're all stuck at home. All right, not to end on a dour note, but I thank you all. Thank you. Britt, Jan, Jackie, Mitch, David. I love you all. Hopefully we'll see you next week. And I will post in the threads after these videos post the direct to vinyl. Yeah, no, Kenny. The direct to vinyl link so that you can purchase a unique song of your choice pressed directly onto vinyl. And that is that. Bill Campbell. Hello. All right, Mark, thanks for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yay. I'll do some covers next week, by the way. Here Comes the Sun. Should I do a cover right now? Yeah. Oh, God. We're not ending. I'm doing a cover. I should do both. All right, pretend, hey, this is bonus. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say it's all right. Little darling, it's too much. That's too much song. Hang on. Here we go. Here's what we're going to do. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. No, it ain't just gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Wonder this time where she's gone. Wondering if she's going to stay. There ain't no sunshine when she's gone. No, this house just ain't a home. Anytime she goes away. And I know, 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 I know. You better leave the young thing alone. There ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. No, this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime. There you go. Oh, thank you, Mark. I'm on board for a Kickstarter vinyl release of She. My name is my band name and is reference to a street in Olympia, Washington, where my home studio was, not Sherman Oaks. Okay. All right. The Cats of Sherman. I will look you guys up. And in fact, Facebook me and link to your music so I can hear it. R.I.P. Bill Withers. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. That was a big blow. That was a big blow. Q-Tip always has a good quote. He said Bill Withers was the closest thing black people have to Bruce Springsteen. I thought that was an amazing quote, and both those men have the power of their message for sure. All right, and I'm gonna now that I've got my act together, I'm gonna do "Here Comes the Sun" because we all need this. We all really need this song. I don't know that this song can be heard enough. God bless you, George Harrison. God bless you, the Beatles. All right, that is truly all for today. Hey, Jamie Knox. Hey, Paul. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Laura. Right on. Tanya. Signing off. We'll see you next Sunday at 5 o'clock Central. All right, for another version of Stayin' Home Again World Tour with Willie Wisely. Ciao.